Since making her way to the main roster, Bayley's stock has continued to soar in terms of popularity. The current Raw Women's Champion is a huge hit with fans with her positive family-friendly persona, she's good in the ring, and the best part is she has wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man as part of her entrance. Due to multiple requests, here is Wrestling Origins Bayley. Pamela Rose Martinez was born on June 15, 1989 in Newark, California. She was a huge wrestling fan when she was young, way bigger than most. She was attending indie shows in the area as a kid whenever she could, and was obsessed with meeting WWE superstars and getting their autographs. She would travel for hours to attend signings of stars like Rey Mysterio and John Cena. Her favorite superstars growing up, and many of whom influenced her to go into wrestling, are Randy Savage, The Rock, the Hardy Boys, Lita, Victoria, and Triple H to name a few. Pamela is a self-proclaimed tomboy and would partake in a lot of different sports when she was in high school. She played volleyball and basketball, and took part in track and field as well. She was quite good at basketball, good enough to play post-secondary, but instead of doing so and pursuing her degree at the community college she was attending, she decided to take a chance and start wrestling against the advice of her mom. As I said, Pamela had been attending indie shows like Big Time Wrestling since she was 11 years old, so at 18, she decided to approach them to get proper training. She would begin training at Big Time Wrestling with Jason Styles in April of 2008, and had her first match in September of the same year. She would go under the ring name of Davina Rose on the independent circuit, and would wrestle for multiple promotions, mainly in California. Along with Big Time, she competed in National Wrestling Alliance, Shimmer, Vendetta Pro Wrestling, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and Empire Wrestling Federation to name a few. She worked on the indies from 2008 to 2012, also being trained by former Straight Edge Society member Serena during that time, before being approached by WWE. In December of 2012, Pamela Martinez signed with WWE and was sent to the developmental territory NXT. She would make her debut in January of 2013 at a live event while wearing a mask, but quickly ditched it and adopted the name of Bayley, spelled in a way to reference her being from the Bay Area. She made her debut on TV in March in a loss to Paige. By June, Bayley had begun creating the character she portrays today. She was a wrestling fangirl in real life, so she decided to bring that to her character. She would go around creeping on wrestlers as this weird mega fan, but this would slowly evolve over time. Bayley would participate in the inaugural NXT Women's Championship tournament, but lost in the first round to Alicia Fox. She would also unsuccessfully challenge AJ Lee for the Divas Championship soon after. She would finally start winning after teaming up with Charlotte, but that partnership wouldn't last very long as she turned on Bayley and attacked her. She would eventually become #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship, but was unsuccessful on 2 occasions. Next, Bayley would team up once again with Charlotte to fend off the attacks of Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, though she ended up being injured in storyline. When she returned in 2015, Bayley would compete in a fatal 4-way match at NXT TakeOver Rival for the NXT Women's Championship, but failed once again. She would next feud with and defeat Emma in a long program before once again going after the Women's Championship. This time, she would feud with Sasha Banks. They would face off at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, where Bayley emerged victorious and won the NXT Women's Championship for the first time, following which her, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha had their infamous Horsewoman curtain call. Bayley would have a rematch with Sasha, a 30-minute Iron Man match at NXT TakeOver Respect. Bayley would successfully defend her belt in a match that won PWI Match of the Year for 2015. Bayley would continue defending her belt against the likes of Carmella, Nia Jax, and Alexa Bliss during her time as champion, until she finally lost it to Asuka at NXT TakeOver Dallas, ending her reign at 223 days. Bayley would be pulled from her rematch due to a storyline injury, but when she returned, faced Asuka on an episode of NXT for the title in an unsuccessful attempt. Just before returning to NXT from said injury, Bayley would make her debut on the main roster on July 24th, 2016, appearing as Sasha Banks' mystery partner at Battleground. She would officially join the main roster in late August when she appeared on Raw and defeated Dana Brooke as part of her feud with Charlotte, whom she lost to at Clash of Champions. From there, Bayley would continue feuding with Dana Brooke and Charlotte, challenge Charlotte at Royal Rumble after becoming #1 contender and lose, and finally defeated her to become Raw Women's Champion on the February 13th edition of Raw with the help of Sasha Banks. She would go on to defend her belt against Charlotte at Fastlane, ending Charlotte's pay-per-view streak, and retained at WrestleMania 33 in a fatal 4-way match. Most recently, Bayley has been feuding with Alexa Bliss and is set to defend her title at Payback this Sunday. And that was Wrestling Origins Bayley. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a thumbs up and subscribe to Wrestling Hub for more episodes of Wrestling Origins. Also, leave some suggestions for future episodes down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.